welcome to my little corner of YouTube. My name is Kaz and today's video is all about my master's journey. So I started my master's in October, so I've been going for about a month and a half now, and I study forensic psychology and mental health, and I'm partly filming this just for myself and just to document the process, but also in my own searches I haven't seen a lot of content of forensic psychology students just talking about how their course is going and things like that. Like, I've seen a lot of videos of people that do clinical psychology. I've seen loads of videos about that, which is really great, but I haven't really seen anything so specific to forensic psychology. So the video is going to take you through my induction and then just the first few weeks of my course and me just getting used to learning from home and just doing this through COVID and just different things along the way. This is for me, but also for anyone out there that's thinking about studying forensic psychology and wanting to know what a master's looks like, then this could be for you. And even if you're just here because you randomly stumbled upon my channel, I hope you enjoy. I'm just doing my introduction to my course right now. Tomorrow is the day the inductions actually start. I literally just forgot this existed, which is so weird because I've been waiting to start this for literally 6 months. I was so excited to get it, and now I'm like doing this the night before. This is really just classic me. But I've got Netflix in the corner there. Can't even see it. But yeah, just doing that now, and then I'm gonna do any more prep work that needs to be done. Yeah, that's the vibes. I got some notebooks as well, just to be prepared. They came in the post today, and I honestly love campus notebooks so much. The paper's so thick, and I tend to do a lot of my work like on paper, but I also obviously use my laptop, but I like to write up notes as well, so that's just gonna be really useful. And here is the prep work I have to do for tomorrow, and I think I have something due on Friday, which is crazy, but I don't think it's very big. Probably the next thing you'll see is me tomorrow morning. It's the morning now and I'm ready to log on for my first session. Quite excited, a bit nervous, but I think it'll be good. So I've just had my first session, which was basically just introductions, and like we had little breakout rooms on Zoom, so it's kind of like trying to get to know people, which is just kind of like, it's good, but it's also kind of awkward. I think, of course, it would have been better to do it face to face, but obviously with COVID, it's just a whole different thing. But I mean, I'm hoping that we'll be able to get to know everyone really well throughout the course, just so you have that proper connection with people. But yeah, first session all good. I've got one in literally 20 minutes. So I just finished my first day of inductions, and we just had a session on critical appraisals and just how to critically appraise journal articles and how to kind of formulate that into our essays, and it was really good. I mean, reading the journal article, it's been a long time since I've done that, since undergrad, but it was good to kind of get back into that, and then also really helpful to hear other people's opinions, what they found, and like knowing that, okay, you know, it's been a while, but at least we were all kind of on the same wavelength, seeing the same things, but also hearing different things that I didn't pick up. So that was really good. But looking at myself over here,
okay,
I'm excited to kind of do more. I think it's going to be a stretching year. I don't think it'll be easy, but I think I'll enjoy it nonetheless. I'm just taking some time now to write up my critical appraisal. It's literally one paragraph, 300 words, which is fine. I think what is just different is I just haven't had to sit and actually write anything for so long. So I think that's kind of making things feel a little slower and different. But you know, it's got to get done. I handed in that little assignment, the 300-word one, so hopefully I'll get that back soon. It'll be good to kind of see where I'm at, honestly, with my essay writing. First actual lecture start tomorrow, so obviously last week was inductions, getting used to having Zoom classes and breakouts and stuff like that. I'm just going to finish the prep work that I started yesterday. I think the first week kind of gave us a little bit, or gave me some time to get used to the way things are set out, with doing like the majority of the work before, and then the lecture being like summarizing, talking about what we've read and any of the questions we have. So that has been good for me. One little thing I just wanted to talk about is the actual training to be a forensic psychologist. So for me, I obviously, before going into this, I knew there were two main routes for becoming a forensic psychologist, but I actually didn't know there were three. So here it talks about the qualification for forensic psychology, which is like the BPS route. Then there's the practitioner doctorate route, which I did know about, but then I also didn't really know about this which is a HCPC training course, and I'm thinking more to go for the BPS route, but yeah, it's just interesting to know that there's more. For ours, it's about the transfer of an unsentenced prisoner to hospital. So it applies when you're obviously an unsentenced prisoner and your mental illness needs treatment. And Section 48 allows for mental health professionals to transfer you to hospital and then So that's day one of lectures done. I think this feels a lot different to the inductions, basically because it's just so much more heavier. Like the prep work for the first session was like an hour and a half, but for the second session it was 3 hours, and me being me, I just forgot that one even existed because it's the same module. So I just thought doing the first topic I was done, and then at the end of the first session I was like, okay, see you this afternoon for forensic pathways, and I was like, forensic pathways, and I looked on the thing and I saw it was there, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is actually like my first day and I've not even saw everything out. But I mean, I was able to do the bits that were needed for activities and to talk on, so that was all fine. But I think it's just like, I want to just make sure that I'm on top of everything. If I'd checked properly and done that, it would have been fine, but I still kind of, I've not fully come to terms with the fact that it is full-time. Obviously it's 2 days a week, but it really is full-time, so just making sure I actually do a lot of that time in my days to make sure the work is done. But I mean, it was an exciting first day, you know. We did breakout rooms where it was just literally me and another person, but it worked really well and we got on with it. And I think, as again I was saying before, like, it's just the way it is now, so just, you know, doing what we can through that. But yeah, I think one other thing as well, going through jobs and roles that forensic psychologists do, it was really good to just have our lecturer talk to us more about the opportunities that are out there. Like, it is such fierce competition to get a training forensic psychologist role. It's really hard to get those, but I think they equip you really well. If that's what you want to go for, they help you to do that, and if you want to go down a different route, they also help you to do that. So yeah, all good so far. I mean, I feel like I say all good all the time, but genuinely all good. A couple of weeks ago I was talking a lot about connections and just wanting to make connections with people doing this masters. I love being around people, but I don't really think that comes across so well on a Zoom call, where like you can't really interact the way that you would do outside of a lecture or a lesson. But we had a really cool opportunity to just kind of hang out a bit. We were also talking about our essay that's due soon, and people just asking questions about it and other sources that we found and stuff. But I think that was really good. Like, it was something that we set up, or one of the girls suggested, and we just set up in our own time. But I really enjoyed that, and it was good to just chat to people and see who people are outside of that, you know, 2-hour lecture that we have twice a week. So I think I'm happy for that, and just to get to know people a bit better. So I'd say like that's definitely something I hope we continue. And if you're on a completely new course and struggling to get to know people, then maybe suggest something you could do on Zoom, talk about your coursework or something that just gives you a moment to connect with people outside of a lecture. So that's where I'm up to now. I'm probably going to make a video at the end of this semester just to sum up everything that's gone on and what I've really enjoyed and the harder things about the course. But if you have any questions, if you want to know anything more about forensic psychology, then drop them in the comments or drop me a message. But yeah, thank you so much for watching.